So I have to ask you this right off the bat. Did you know that simply changing your clothes can make people think you're like 30% more competent?
It sounds like a magic trick, doesn't it?
Mm?
But it's actually grounded in cognitive psychology.
Right.
We're digging into this framework from an article we're discussing called Mastering the Archetypes of Masculine Style. And the whole idea isn't about trends. It's about intentional dressing.
Okay, so intentional dressing. Let's break that down. The framework has, what, 3 main lenses?
Exactly. And the first one they talk about is refined.
Refined. So I'm picturing Henry Cavill in a perfect suit.
That's the one. But it's more than just the suit. The real insight here is that refined style is about a frictionless presentation.
Frictionless. What does that even mean?
It means you remove all the visual noise. So sharp navy suits, clean trousers, neutral colors. By taking away all the distractions, you force people to focus on, well, your competence.
Huh. But does that mean I have to show up to the grocery store in a 3-piece suit? I mean, where does someone like David Beckham fit in? He always looks put together, but not that formal.
Yeah, that's a great question. That's what the article calls everyday refinement. Think quiet luxury.
Ah, okay.
It's all about premium basics, soft tailoring, cashmere. It sends a signal that you value quality and detail, but you're not, trying too hard to prove something.
Okay, so that's refined. Let's call it the play it safe option. What about the second one? Rakish.
This is where it gets interesting. Rakish is all about controlled disruption.
Controlled disruption. I like the sound of that.
If refined is about following the rules perfectly, rakish is about knowing the rules so well that you can break them on purpose.
Like Idris Elba or, James Bond. But how does a normal guy do that without just looking messy?
It's in those purposeful little errors. So maybe you wear a perfect suit, but you skip the socks. Or you pair a patterned knit sweater with formal trousers. It shows you know the code, but you're not afraid of it. The article calls it dangerous charm.
Dangerous charm. I like that. Okay, and then that brings us to the third one. Rugged.
Right. This is the most primal of the three. We're talking leather, raw denim, heavy flannel.
So basically lumberjack chic.
A little more than that. The psychology here is all about dominance. A rugged look can apparently increase your perceived dominance by 25%. It screams self-reliance.
Okay, so we have refined for competence, rakish for charisma, and rugged for dominance. Now, this is the part of the article I found fascinating. They didn't just define the boxes.
No, they completely twisted them. They ran these thought experiments, reimagining celebrities in archetypes that are the total opposite of their usual style.
Let's start with Barack Obama. We always see him in that safe diplomatic suit.
But in their rakish experiment, they imagined him in a black silk shirt. Unbuttoned, paired with a deep burgundy velvet blazer and a silver chain.
A silver chain on a former president. That's wild.
It completely changes the signal, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly he's projecting this rebel energy,
Yeah.
not diplomatic safety. It just shows how the costume transforms the character.
And they did the total reverse with Kanye West. He's usually all about chaos and oversized hoodies.
They stripped all that away. They put him in a completely refined look, a flowing, cream-colored silk caftan with a gold-embroidered bisht over it.
For anyone who doesn't know, a bisht is that traditional formal cloak you see on royalty in the Middle East.
Exactly. And the effect was just regal. It was a masterclass in restraint. He went from provocateur to statesman, just like that.
But the boldest one had to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, he is the definition of the rugged archetype.
And they flipped him completely to rakish. Get this. A pastel, mint green, double-breasted suit.
Mint green on The Rock. You're kidding.
Not just that. They paired it with a pearl necklace and a pink fedora.
Okay, that just sounds risky. Like it could go so wrong.
On paper, it sounds ridiculous. But because he has that charisma, it somehow works. It just proves that if you have enough confidence, you can pull off almost anything.
So does that mean the rules don't matter? If The Rock can wear pearls, can we all just wear whatever we want?
Not quite. The article is very clear there's one non-negotiable rule, no matter your archetype.
Let me guess. Fit.
Fit over fashion.
Yeah.
Every single time. A cheap suit that fits you perfectly will always look better than a designer one that doesn't. Bad fit just signals a lack of discipline.
And I guess the other big takeaway is flexibility. You're not just stuck in one box forever.
Exactly. It's about harmony, not dogma. A rugged guy can clean up in a great suit, and a refined guy can go a little rakish on vacation.
It really just comes down to making sure what you're wearing on the outside matches your intention on the inside.
That's the bottom line. Your clothes are framing how the world sees you before you even say a word.
So, a final thought for you to chew on. If clothing alters perceived competence and dominance so much, what costume are you wearing to work every day, and is it telling the story you actually want to tell? We'll catch you on the next deep dive.